we will solve a question where I am involving arrays. I want to do insertion in the array and I am going to use pointers. 3 points I can do insertion at the beginning, at the end, or after a particular element that user enters. Now I have to again understand the concept. When I am saying that I have an integer array of size 10, supposedly, if I am saying, let us not take this to be an integer anymore. Let it be a float array of size 10. Fine. So this is an array of size 10. What happens after this statement? In the memory, I have array. It is some given space, say thousands of memory addresses beginning, and it is given some memory spaces running from 0 to 9 indexes. So this has happened. This an array is created. Now I am taking float pointer PTR. Supposedly I am taking. Now what has happened? PTR is also given some space in the memory. The only condition is it can save the address of a float variable only. This location is going to save only the address but of another float variable. That's it. Supposedly it is at some location, say not 1050, that would be consumed. Say 1098 is the ad or 1900 is the address. Just assuming some address over here. Whatever the address may be in this case. So what happens over here is, if supposedly I want to create an array, all of you know that if I am writing value at pointer and I am saying that this pointer is now pointing to the array. So now the address of the array 1000 is here in pointer. One error that you people have done today is that instead of taking the array, you take a pointer variable, you initialize it to one value, and then you are using pointer plus 1. Now please understand, when I am taking this, whatever address this is pointing to, the next address will be reserved for an integer only if already array is given. Otherwise, if supposedly it is having some 2000 and 2000 पे एक इंटीजर तो आपने बना लिया, 2000 की नेक्स्ट लोकेशन पे इंटीजर है या नहीं, you don't know, so you cannot use that location at all. Now if I am referring to the value at pointer plus 1, this value is referring to the address 1000, next location by one float value. Float is taking 8 bytes or whatever bytes, so next location by 8 bytes. In case I am not giving this as an array, in case I do not give this as an array and I am taking two float, I am taking f and I am taking fptr, and here I am saying that my fptr is equal to f, address of f. Now address of f will go in fptr, this is supposedly f, but in case if now I am trying to write fptr plus 1, it is not going to take the next location correctly, क्योंकि आपको नहीं पता वो float को allocated है, character को allocated है, तो किसी और चीज के लिए यूज हो रही है वो memory location. टेक्निकली पॉइंटर प्लस 1 करेगी तो वो 8 बाइट्स मूव करके नेक्स्ट लोकेशन पे तो आ जाएगा, बट दैट लोकेशन इज नॉट रिजर्व्ड फॉर वेरिएबल यूज, so you cannot use that location. To be able to use pointers as arrays, it is important that first you create. String के केस में अलग है, but other than string, other than a character array, character pointer would not serve as a, the normal pointer is not going to serve as an array. You can first of all give it the base address of the array and then you can use it. Let us see the example now, and then we'll try to dry run the same. Okay, so I am going to insert within an array using pointers. So let us begin with our program. Again, I am beginning with including the header file, taking an input output stream. I am going to use namespace standard. So I'm using namespace std, and I'm using a main. Now I can create functions also, but I'll do one by one. So first of all, I'm going to parse through the array using pointers, which the question says. We'll do the same using functions also, one by one. So if I am doing this, I'm creating float. I'm creating an array of type float of say 10 size, and I am taking a pointer, float pointer, fine. And I am saying that this float pointer is pointing to the array. Now I have created this. There are multiple ways to address array through this. Now the float pointer array is created. It is having some 10 spaces, 0 to 9, and fptr is now pointing to this same array. Now understand how the compiler works and how we are working. I want to insert something. Initially the array should be existing. So I can call function create array, or I can simply ask the user if the array is currently empty, I should initialize it to something. Initialization should have been done now. So I can initialize this to be equal to 0, 0, 0 initially, or I can simply write equal to 0. It will initialize all the elements to be 0. I can do that. And then I'm giving my float pointer fptr. So now I'm asking the user, where do you want to insert an element in the array? Okay, this is my question, and I'll be giving the user the choices, obvious choices. So I'm having first is beginning, next choice is end, and third choice is after an element. Now the user will be entering the choice. I have to read the choice, so I'm taking integer choice, and I'm taking a variable I, which I will be rotating later on. So reading the choice from the user. Till here everybody is understanding. हुआ क्या? अभी हमने कुछ नहीं करा, अभी हमने सिर्फ प्रिंट करा है कहाँ पे इंसर्शन होनी है, बिगनिंग, एंड या आफ्टर एन एलिमेंट. यूजर से उसकी चॉइस रीड करी है. उसके अलावा हमने एक fptr फ्लोट पॉइंटर क्रिएट करा है, एक फ्लोट टाइप का एरे क्रिएट करा है, और उस एरे का बेस एड्रेस हमने पॉइंटर में सेव करा दिया है. टिल हियर इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू?
यस मैम.
यस मैम.
हाँ बेटा.
मैम जो आपने एरे इनिशियलाइज करा है 0 वैल्यू से, तो हम 0 की जगह क्या कोई और भी नंबर यूज कर सकते हैं?
हाँ बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं, बिल्कुल कर
Okay.
सकते हैं निशि. So after doing this, after the user has entered the choice, I can simply take a switch for the choice, and we can see whatever is. So case 1. Case 1 is I want to insert at the beginning of the array. In case I am inserting at the beginning, and if the elements are till I meet a non-zero element, I first insertion at beginning कैसी होगी अब ये समझना पड़ेगा. If I want to insert at beginning in the array, if supposedly this 1.1, 2.1, 3.5, this is my array and other elements are empty, 0 है अभी बाकी. In case I want to insert an element at the beginning, I want to free this place. How can I free this place? I have to shift all the elements by one place. So what do I need to do? Shift, shift, shift. What am I going to do? Whatever is the current size of the array, supposedly I take the size of the array here. I'm taking size of the array which is initially 0. There is no element in the array. In case the size of the array is 0, I will just insert the element. In case the size of the array is 10, I will say overflow error, insertion is not possible. Right? So before insertion, we should check. And that should have been done here only. I should check after, before using the switch, I should check. In case, we can simply check if n is already equal to 10, then you can simply print overflow error and you can return. Array we don't have space in the array, so insertion is not possible, and you can return from the main function from here, so that the program code will not follow. In case this is the case, this is 0, 1, 2 indexes. So what do I do? जो भी array के 2 location पे है, that should move to array's 3 location. जो भी array के 1 location पे है, that should move to array's 2nd location. And whatever is there on array's 0 location, that should move to array's 1st location. So that now 0 location will be empty. So technically, if I am seeing, what will happen is, initially I will move 3.5. So when I am having the array 0, 1, 2, and 3, only these are filled. This is 1.1, this is 2.1. I will be copying the element from second to third location. So 3 is also 3.5, 2 is also 2.5. Then in the next step, I will copy from 1 to second location so that this is overwritten by 2.1. And then I copy from 0 to first location, so it is overwritten by 1.1. Finally, I will copy the new element here, whatever the user is entering. Supposedly it is 10.6. So that copy is here. So before inserting here, I have to copy the elements. This is at beginning. At the end, you have to copy, you simply insert. In between you have to copy, तो उस जहां पे insert करना है उसके बाद के सारे elements को पहले एक एक place shift करना पड़ेगा. Then insertion can happen. So now let us look at the code. I am again having my switch and I am having my choice. So in case space 1 space colon. In case it is space 1, I have to do the insertion at the beginning. Now, if I am having n to be 0, nothing will be happen. I can simply insert, but let us move with the loop only. So I am having for I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. I have already checked that n is not equal to 10. So I can do the insertion. And in case before this, I should also read the element to be entered. So create an element which you need to enter. Insert क्या कराना है वो तो पूछना पड़ेगा. So see in the element to be entered. Kindly read the element that you want to enter from the user. So you are within the for loop running from 0 to n. You have to shift. N is the size, it is not 10. Please remember, n is the number of elements currently in the array. What do you have to do? Array of n plus 1 is equal to n plus 1th location पे you are shifting array of n. Sorry, array of so my mistake. Please understand, last element को पहले move करना है. So this is running from n. It is running till 0 and you are doing I minus minus. Please, my mistake, please correct this. हमें लास्ट एलिमेंट को, थर्ड एलिमेंट को पहले 4 पे लेके जाना है, फिर 2 को 3 पे लेके जाना है, फिर 1 को 2 पे लेके जाना है. सो आई एम रनिंग फ्रॉम I is equal to n till I is greater than 0 and I minus minus. What am I doing over here is I am going to do array of I plus 1 is equal to array of I, and every time I gets reduced. So पहले अगर 4 एलिमेंट्स हैं तो फिफ्थ लोकेशन पे 4 कॉपी हो गया, फिर फोर्थ लोकेशन पे 3 कॉपी हो गया, थर्ड लोकेशन पे 2 कॉपी हो गया, सेकंड लोकेशन पे 1 कॉपी हो गया, एंड सो ऑन till this is greater than equal to 0. You have to copy all the elements till I is greater than equal to 0. After this is done, you have copied all the elements. Now what do you need to do? Array of 0, which is the first location, this is equal to your new element. So you have, this is the insertion statement. Now here you are inserting the new element at the 0th location. Now understand that this you would have done with normal arrays. ये आप सबको आता है. अब where is the pointer coming in between? Now instead, simple way of using pointers, instead of writing this array, simply write fptr. This also works in the absolute same manner with the square brackets. Easy way of using pointers with arrays. Instead of doing this, simply write fptr. I will tell more ways. This is also simply you can do here is fptr, because this is interpreted by compiler as nothing but value at fptr plus 0. Array लिखते तो compiler would have read it as this only. It is, you write it like this or you write it like this, it is one and the same thing. So for simplicity, for your own sake, you can simply write like this. So what you have done is you have used pointer for insertion here. You have not used the original array. Case 1 is done, insertion is done. You will break. Are you all understanding? I have used, please see, I have used pointer to represent array in the same way as I would have used the array. Does it become easier?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So this is one way of doing things. I'm erasing this part so that I can use the part of the board I will be needing. So after this, I will be having my case 2, and within case 2, what is case 2? I am going to insert, and please make, and you have to do an n plus plus. So after the switch is over, kindly do n plus plus. We'll do that. After this, I'm again running for, for is not required. I simply have to insert at the end. So what am I doing? Whatever is n, fptr n is equal to the element. I've inserted the element at the end and break. n अगर 4 है तो 0 से 3 तक एलिमेंट्स हैं, तो 4th लोकेशन पे एलिमेंट इंसर्ट करा दिया गया है. फाइनली आई एम हैविंग माय केस 3. केस 3 में आई वुड बी इंसर्टिंग अगेन. इफ आई एम इंसर्टिंग, आई हैव टू मूव. जो भी मुझे लोकेशन पहले यूजर से पूछनी पड़ेगी, यूजर को कहाँ एंटर करना है. सो इन दिस केस आई एम टेकिंग an integer location that the user will be entering. Now the location as mentioned in the question is another element which has to be matched. So my user say I am asking enter the element after which insertion is to be done. After which insertion is to be done. Okay. Then the user will be entering the element accordingly. Kindly read the location element. Now you have to find this. So you are going to run a loop. For that, supposedly if you are running a loop for I is equal to 0, I has to be less than n only here, and I plus plus. If, now not array, I am taking fptr of I is equal to the entered element. तो मुझे लोकेशन मिल गई. If this is the condition, then break. ब्रेक मतलब अगर हम ब्रेक कर गए तो हमें आई मिल गया कुछ पहले ही, then I will be something else. Otherwise just continue with the loop. After the loop is over, I am checking if I is equal to n. अगर I is equal to n है, that means हमें element नहीं मिला. So we can write element not found, insertion not possible. जो भी यूजर ने कहा कि सपोज 20 के बाद इंसर्ट करो, हमें वो मिला ही नहीं, तो इंसर्शन इज नॉट पॉसिबल. एंड यू return from here again. You don't run the program any further. If you are not able to do these, then what is to be done? Supposedly ये भी नहीं हुआ. अब हमें इंसर्ट कराना है ith लोकेशन के बाद वाले एलिमेंट पे. दैट इसका मतलब क्या है, ऐसे समझो कि आपके पास है 10, 20, 30. यूजर ने कहा 20th एलिमेंट के बाद इंसर्शन चाहिए. तो नाउ आई हैज रीच्ड 1. आपको मिल गया है कि 1 के बाद इंसर्शन चाहिए. इफ आई वांट टू डू इंसर्शन आफ्टर 1, व्हाट डू आई डू? n से लेके 1 तक सारे एलिमेंट्स को मुझे शिफ्ट करना है. n से लेके 1 तक आई हैव टू शिफ्ट ऑल द एलिमेंट्स, और 1 पे I will be inserting the new element. So here what will I then be doing? For I am taking a j which is equal to n. n से शुरू हो रहा है. j is greater than equal to I is the location, and j minus minus. And j minus minus. What do I have to do? I have to copy the elements. Pointer of j plus, the j is beginning with n only, I have to shift by one location. J plus 1 is equal to f pointer of j, and I will continue doing this till I am reaching I. When I am reaching I, the value at I will be equal to the element entered by the user earlier, जो हमने पहले यूजर से रीड कर लिया. So इसको हम 30 को यहाँ शिफ्ट कर देंगे. We have inserted the element. The third case is also over. I break. In case there is any other case, so I am taking a default case. Within the default case, I am just mentioning invalid input, and I will be returning. So I am just mentioning invalid input or invalid choice. The user must not have entered 1, 2 or third choice. So in that case, I am printing and I am returning again so that it won't be doing, and the switch is over. After the switch is over, kindly do an n plus plus, increase the size of the array, and now you will print the array. So a for loop is there. Finally जो new array है that you are printing, you can again write cout new array or updated array or whatever you want to print, and you can write for, again you are taking 0, you have incremented the n, and I plus plus cout. Again, now here please see I am using value at fptr plus I, and I finish my program. So what has happened here, I am using the value at fptr plus I. Please understand, now I am going to make a few. This is the program, how this program is going to work. And I hope all the three cases are clear to all of you. Now, wherever I have used my pointer, there are two ways. Either I mention the pointer name and I use square brackets as simply as I am doing with the arrays, or I can replace the lines like fptr I is equal to LE. I can use value at fptr plus I, and this time it will be in parenthesis. I can do that. It is going to work in absolutely same manner. I can do that here also. Wherever I am doing, I can do that. If I am writing this line can be rewritten as value at fptr j plus 1 is equal to value at fptr of fptr plus j, and I am using a parenthesis. Is this clear to all of you now?